Salutations everyone, this is Raised13 here giving you gameplay. It's going to be TDM on the Villa, and today we'll be rocking the HS10's, the dual wielding attachment, if you can call it an attachment. But the setup I got going here is lightweight, sleight of hand, and marathon, which is uncommon for when you're dual wielding a weapon to be using sleight of hand. Usually you want to use steady aim because you're going to be hip firing with two weapons and you can't aim down the sight, so that really restricts the range of an accurate shot you can get on with your gun. But in this case I decided to forego the steady aim because each of these shotguns only has 4 shots and you run out of ammo pretty quickly and reloading can be a bit of a pain. So decided to go with sleight of hand when using the HS10's, and this is, in all honesty, the first time I've actually used the HS10's in a gameplay. I've only picked them up like 2 or 3 times when I needed a gun, maybe got a kill or 2 with them, and that's about it. So this is the first time where I actually made up a class, put the HS10's on, my very first gameplay, and I gotta tell you, the HS10's are not a good weapon, guys. There's no mystery why nobody uses this setup, because you know, shotguns are pretty nerfed in this game, and the HS10's have, while they do shoot faster than any of the other shotguns, the rate of fire wise is pretty close to the Spaz, but a lot faster than the Olympia or the Stakeout. When it comes to damage, the HS10's are pretty notorious for being terrible, so there's really no use in using just one of them. I'd recommend, if you're going to use the HS10's for one reason or another, go ahead and use the dual wield attachment. And I like using lightweight when I'm rushing around with a shotgun, but without scavenger, I run out of ammo pretty quickly here, as you can see. Which usually is not a big deal when you're using the HS10's or pretty much any shotgun, because there's such a terrible weapon that you won't be running out of ammo before you die. So that's it was a rare occasion here, and I just had to pick up an Enfield and a FAMAS to fill in the gap between my deaths, and I was able to get the Blackbird and my chopper gunner here. Villa's a pretty decent map to go shotgunning on because you can rush around and out through the buildings, again make most of your engagements close quarters, and the one good thing about the HS10's when you dual wield them is there's nothing in the entire game that can beat them up close. You get up there, blam blam, 2 shots with both shotguns, it's going to take out anybody within like a, let's say, 3 to 4 foot range. It doesn't matter what they have, rapid fire, as long as they don't have a shotgun as well, you're gonna pretty much win all of those matchups. And you can see I stun myself here, try to nail this guy out with the C4, and it gets caught on the lampshade, and then I get wiped out by this guy. But that's okay because I got more HS10 ammo now. The Blackbird has run out, and I decided to get up on their spawn. I noticed there's 2 guys right here, and there's no way in the world I could take on both of them at a time, so just wait for them to split up, and then pick them off one by one. You're going to really want to utilize your stuns when you're using these shotguns, and C4 is also a good idea. The stuns can make sure that the enemy is immobilized, and if not, at least be a little bit of a mini UAV, if you will. Go ahead and throw those, and if you get the hit marker, you know in the general vicinity where they're going to be. If you're not rocking TechMass Pro, in which case you will get an indicator and you'll have a better idea of where they are. But yeah, I say utilize your tactical grenades as much as you can, as well as your Simtex to be a long-range weapon. In case there's someone a long corridor, go ahead and stun them through your Simtex, and as that's blowing up, get right up in their face, close the gap, and take them out with your shotties. I'm lucky enough to get a pretty good lobby here, as in they weren't shooting down air support too vigilantly, and I was able to get a decent amount of kills with this chopper gunner, which is not very common for Villa because there's so many buildings and so many spawn points near buildings. These guys weren't too bright. And story of the day, don't use the HS10's And ironically, I get a decent score. Of course, I wouldn't post the game otherwise. But yeah, so unfortunately, the HS10's now are my highest KD weapon in the game, thanks to this match. And now they're at the top of my my KD little leaderboard there with all my guns. So that's a little weird seeing my HS10's above my FAL, but what have you, as long as you utilize the gun correctly, like here, you'll be able to get pretty easy to score. Lucky to get a Blackbird in the care package there, but unfortunately I just called it in way too early. Should have waited till I was closer to the enemy, so I didn't have to fight my teammates for kills. As you can see, the match is gonna wrap up here. Run down, nail this guy, turn around, finish this guy off for the 2-piece and the game-winning kill. So the final score of this match is going to be a 29-2 on regular TDM Villa using the HS10's. Don't recommend the gun, but if you want a little change of pace, go ahead and rush around. You might have some fun. Who knows? I'll see you guys later. Check out my montage that I posted last week if you hadn't. And if you have already, go ahead and watch it again, because let's face it, it was freaking awesome. And I'll see you guys later.